All right, give me the thumbs up.
Dr. Seuss once wrote, "Today you are you. This is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." There are no two people in the world who are exactly like each other. We all have different abilities and personalities. There are different people groups, races, and languages all around the world. My point is, I'm not the same as any of you, and none of you are the same as me. We all have different qualities that make us stand out from each other, and 3 of mine would be my family, traveling, and volleyball. My family is definitely not the typical BA family. I'm the only kid who even goes to BA. I have an older sister, Ashley, who's 17, goes to FCA, and is a champion horseback rider. She even made it to nationals last year, and only the top 30 in the country get to go. I also have 2 younger brothers, Jack and Patrick, who are 13 and go to Brentwood Middle. The crazy thing about them is they're identical twins. When you have identical twins for little brothers, you learn pretty quickly that if you make one twin mad, you make the other one mad. With 6 people in my family, my house can get pretty crazy with all the people coming and going. But after 15 years, I've gotten used to my crazy family, and I wouldn't have it any other way. My next topic is traveling. I've always had a great love for going on road trips and going to new places. I don't like to stay in one place for a long time. I like to always be moving. Although I haven't been out of the country yet, I have been on some pretty cool trips. These are pictures of my family when we went to Key West, Florida, Breckenridge, Colorado, Pawleys Island, South Carolina, Beach Mountain, North Carolina, and New York City. This summer, we're going to London for a week. I also know that once I graduate from high school, I'm going to go backpacking around Europe for a summer, spend at least a semester studying abroad, and do a year-long mission trip overseas. If you haven't figured it out yet, I love to travel, and I want to see the world as much as I can. My last topic is probably what most of you already know me for, volleyball. I played volleyball for 5 years now, and when I was younger, I could remember that I couldn't really find that one sport that I really wanted to stick with. We all have that sport. But I remember that first time I picked up a volleyball, I knew it was a sport for me, because I had never felt so much joy from a sport before. During my time playing for BA, some pretty amazing things have happened. Last year, I was a part of the first ever middle school team to win an HVAC championship. This past season, I played the setter for the JV and varsity high school teams. In volleyball, the setter's like the quarterback. They're the ones who make all the shots and call all the plays. They're also the ones who have to run after all the badly passed balls. I can recall countless times that I run into scores tables and hit ref stands running after a ball. One time, I even managed to slide underneath the scores table and almost knock it over, all in the middle of a game. I also play volleyball year-round, and last year my travel team had the chance to go to nationals, and only the top teams in the country get to go. We even placed in the top half of our division, which may not seem very good to you guys, but it was a pretty big deal for us. I have a video from nationals too. And I'm number 2 in the middle of the court on the net. Volleyball is probably the most time-consuming and craziest sport ever, but I love it more than anything, and it will always be an important part of my life. I've always defined myself as a volleyball player. It's a part of who I am, and I'm sure that's what most of you see me as. Hopefully this shows you that, although yes, I am a volleyball player, I'm more than just that. I'm not someone who spends all their time studying and playing sports, despite what you may think. I'm someone who has a pretty crazy family that's always going 100 miles an hour and has a great love for going to new places. I have a lot of hopes and dreams to do great things and see the world, but I will always remember who I am and where I come from.
Yes.
Brett, I agree with your standing ovation. Maggie, that was excellent.
Thank you.
Really excellent.
Mine's like,
I had to come up with something constructive criticism to say because it's nearly perfect.
Thank you.
You're just making stuff up.
Flawless.
You're
You need to look down more. You're looking too much.
it was phone
Too much eye
35.
contact.
Oh, shoot.
Too much.